Hi, Cancer. I hope you're doing amazing. Thank you so much for joining me. That came out a lot quieter than expected. But we're going to do a next 48-hour tarot reading for you. And I do want to remind you this is meant to pertain to the following 48-hour period for you individually, beginning around when you're guided or drawn to this reading. So I'm naturally feeling as if you're not feeling super energetic or you're just feeling very calm in the next 48. I hope I said everything I was trying to, as I do feel like karma in a lot of ways is taking a focus in the next 48. We're going to take this card because I did get the channel message before recording, before the several attempts to begin this reading, of your inspiration recently is going to come back around to you in good form. I hope that makes sense. Your inspiration that others have gained from you that's going to come back to you in good form. Okay, it feels like good karma. As I stutter, good karma is coming back to you. Okay, for all of the efforts you've been putting forth, your good nature, for your assistance, helping people, specific conversations I feel the need to say, and just inspiring people to take care of themselves. Keep being good in nature is what I'm hearing, but I do feel like the cycles of your life is taking a focus. The cycle of each day is taking a focus. Your routines need to be switched up just slightly. Shake it up a bit, right? Freshen things up. You're gonna feel as if, I want to say in the first 24 of the 48 hours, you're gonna feel as if things are a little bit stale in regards to your routines, especially in the morning. And I really do feel, and at night, but more so in the morning. And so just switching it up slightly, whether it's the order you do things, how you do things, a different version of this or that, right? It's just gonna vary from case to case, but you're gonna need to find a way to switch things up just slightly once again, okay? But I also feel like emotional expression is taking place in more than one form, all right? But your playful innocence is going to take a highlight as well. I'm getting a very inner child sort of vibe about that. I read this word wrong. I read exploration, okay? And I really do feel like there's certain levels of exploring, adventure taking place in the next 48. You might feel a little bit out of it at certain points in the next 48 hours, and I just sense that you're feeling just a bit drained at certain points. Will give you a spurt of energy when you really need it, but it's this vibe where you don't need a ton of energy to get done what you need to. It just feels as if doing things at a slow, comfortable pace without over exuding oneself is productive, okay? Let's continue. Karmic lessons. And I feel like potentially other people are learning them as well. Or you could be seeing spirit highlight certain karmic lessons from the past. So that you don't make a same choice, okay? Because I do feel like there's certain levels of choosing, it being up to you, right? In regards to a new relationship on the horizon, new friendships, new opportunities to invest or just to make money, you name it, okay? We've learned, so let's not backtrack. Let's pull from this tarot deck. Bear with me. And I was getting the message of this coloring of these two cards is quite accurate for the vibe of this period for you. Okay. The color purple taking a focus, okay, and the month of June for whatever reason. The month of June. Bear with me. But I do also feel as if while a lot's coming towards you, attention, praise, compliments, criticism, information, downloads, you're just feeling as if there's a need to prioritize your happiness and what's making you feel more fulfilled these days in comparison to the past. 413 and 414. Look up those two angel number meanings. What else do we have for Cancer for the upcoming 2 days? A little bit of an uneasy feeling at certain points due to your spirituality, certain spirits joining you, or due to whoever you're living with or working with. Could be both. Or whoever you're energetically connected to. But 10-10, because we have another 10 coming out, the 10 of Pentacles. A lot of abundance, okay? A lot of abundance. And I really do feel as if there's a focus on your financial comfort in the future, okay? How are we going to acquire more of which? Something's going to take off when it's meant to. Keep that in mind. And I feel as if that's going to help you make more money. But I also did get the message before recording strange spiritual occurrences or just weird occurrences in general, okay? So it just feels like it's going to be a bit of a spiritual next 2 days for you. Spiritual time. We have the Two of Wands in reverse, okay? So I do feel as if there's this vibe where you feel quite content. It's like I have everything I need at this time, but I really don't, okay? A sense of you are lacking, whether it's that perfect relationship, certain friends that you want to have enter your life, or even more success, you want more money, you name it. It could even be all of what I just mentioned, but it just feels like you are feeling fulfilled. It's like you're being reminded there's no sense of lack for you moving forward because everything will come to you in due time when it's meant to. And you're going to have so much abundance in one, if not multiple forms to focus on, that it's going to feel difficult to reach for what isn't yours at that moment, okay? Or just long for what is not right in front of you or wrapped up with you at that time. Does that make sense? And so the next 48 just reminds you that all of your good, kind acts and efforts from the past, right? Even letting go of what wasn't meant for you. It's bringing you certain levels of good karma and justice that is just destinedly meant for you, okay? This chapter that you're experiencing, it's just meant to be 10 times better than what you experienced previous to it, okay? And that's why that chapter had to be closed out, even though certain people, places, situations were left behind, okay? We have Strength coming out. You may have heavy Leo in your chart, or Pisces is what I'm getting. But the water placements in your chart or placement will take a significant highlight in the next 48. Yeah, I mean, I know you are a water sign, but you could have other placements. You could have Cancer in a different part of your chart, not just your sun sign, however it works for you. But I do feel like you're feeling quite strong at certain points, or you're just, interesting, this came out in the daily, you're gifted certain levels of strength when you feel a bit weak, okay? I sense that there's going to be a moment where you wake up, or you're just in the midst of doing what you need to do throughout the next 2 days, and you feel a bit woozy or a bit weak in the knees, okay? A focus on your bones. And I do sense that you need to drink more water, okay? Eat something nutritious. Exercise in a gentle way is what I'm hearing. Don't force it, because I do feel like your body's going to feel a little bit fragile. The Queen of Pentacles flying onto the ground. Bear with me. And so I do feel as if the next 2 days highlights how grounded you're feeling in certain ways. And I do sense that it's like you won't feel the inclination to or the need to, but you're going to be pushed to meditate, okay? And that's going to even make you more calm, cool, and collected. That's going to inspire people as well, and it's going to make people feel more grounded themselves and more balanced. It's this feeling where you're centered, okay? It's like nobody and nothing around me is going to affect me in a way that unless I choose to allow it, okay? It just feels like you're in the driver's seat in more than one way. You're very much in control and focused on one's pinnacle, right? Your money, being wiser with it in the next 48, and we're proud of you for that, right? Not overspending, at least not to the extent you have been. Making wise choices in more than one way. You have a good sense at this point along your path, Cancer, in regards to who and what is going to be healthy for you and when you're overdoing it, okay? And when you're underdoing it. And now there is a balance to it all, right? But I just sense that there's more so a focus on when you're overdoing it, okay? Try to separate the consideration of certain people that you have options when it comes to options for new love or new friends, because there will be a couple of which in the next 48, obviously more for some. Try to separate that decision process or consideration process from your past dating, past friends, or even who you have in your current day situation, or who you're energetically tied to, because they are not the same, okay? And we need you to understand that you've changed since you met those people, okay? So try to separate, okay? Try to keep the decision process quite fresh, okay? And realistic. Trust your instincts is now what I'm getting. Trust your instincts. As you're being reminded in certain ways, you might even see infinity symbols, or they may pop up in readings you watch. You're going to be reminded that possibilities are endless for you at this time, but you have to trust your beautiful intuition, as it has been strengthened over time and is potentially going to be highlighted and heightened in the next 2 days. Okay. Okay, there's a lion within you. Don't let it come out. Okay. And I feel like that's speaking on the angry side of you, or just the feisty side of you, the built up tension within at times due to being heavily empathic and picking up on other people's energy, or the frustrations due to certain loud people, or delays, or obstacles. Okay. Keep things in control. Okay. We have the Wheel of Fortune, so things are moving for you. Okay. It's this vibe where you're sort of being drawn to this, and I feel like that's tying into sort of the weird occurrences taking place, but I got a very sort of going with the flow vibe. You're sort of floating through the next 48 in a way that you're meant to. Okay. And seeing results because of it all. Okay. I just heard I just joined you because of that candle, and I really do feel as if that was a message for me individually as a reader, but also was meant to come out for this reading. The Two of Swords. You're a bit guarded, okay? It's like part of you is expecting the worst. Okay, I'm getting a very Five of Cups vibe, but your connection to the moon, to water, will take a highlight. Again, your water placements. But water is a great way to cleanse your energy, to feel refreshed. So take a shower at night if need be, right? To finish up that specific day with a nice, fresh, clean feeling. Wash your hands, but also moisturize is what I'm getting. And I really do feel as if, again, drink more water, drink more water, drink more H2O. We need you to be hydrated. Your voice is very important, okay? It's being cherished by the spiritual realm. So we need you to maintain it in a healthy manner. Somebody else even may remind you that you don't want to let that get to an overly raspy or just unhealthy state of being. Okay. I just heard that's not attractive. And I really do feel like you're a little bit judgmental in the next 48, judging people to a certain extent, right? But yeah, there's going to be a focus to at least a bit of an extent on why you're feeling a bit guarded and why you're expecting the worst. We will remind you time and time again to disconnect one's focus on the past, in regards, disconnect the connection, horrible wording, of the past from your present day situation and who and what you're considering at this time, okay? But I do feel the need to say at the bottom of the deck, to wrap this up, you're a very independent soul and vibe in the next 48. And again, your inspiration is bringing you so much positive karma, good karma, that you're just going to feel as if, it's very easy to float through the next 48 as you are pushed to improve oneself in certain ways. I'm hearing you're a work in progress, but a beautiful one nonetheless. All right. As that was a bit of a struggle, I hope this was truly helpful. I'm sending you so much love and light. Don't forget to check out the extended reading down below, first link, and I will see you next time. Bye, Cancer.